Allison with Starliner Music. I'm continuing with my series on fingerboard geometry. Today we'll cover part 3 of key signature spelling and the circle of fifths. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. This video is on the circle of fourths. I encourage you to go back to my video on the circle of fifths and review if you haven't done so already. Let's review a C scale across one string. I'm going to go ahead and play a C scale starting on the 2nd string at the 1st fret. So here's the root C, it's a whole step to D, a whole step to E, a half step to F, a whole step to G, a whole step to A, a whole step to B, and a half step to the octave C. Therefore, our scale is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Every major scale fits that pattern. Now, if you can visualize C at the top of a circle, every time you move counterclockwise, you will add one accidental when we go to the next key, which is a fourth away. The accidental that we will add will be a flat. Now, the next thing to do is be able to visualize a fourth. If you don't know how to visualize a fourth on the guitar, please go back to my video on the perfect fourth. Generally, the shape looks like this. Here's C. If I want to find a fourth away from C, I just move to the next string. That's F. This is pretty much true anywhere on the guitar except where there's tuning adjustment. So for example, here's C on the 1st fret and F is located right here. Now, let's try to spell an F scale. This would be a fourth away from C. So F is the first root letter that is counterclockwise away from C on the circle of fourths. Here's my F scale. F. The second is G. The 3rd degree is A. Now, it's a half step between the 3rd and 4th degree of a major scale, so I can't use a B natural. I have to use a B flat. So here's my B flat. It's a whole step to the 5th degree. It's a whole step to the 6th degree. It's a whole step to the 7th degree. And then a half step to the octave. Now, in order to get a handle on the pattern, let's go on to a fourth away from F, which is B flat. Now let's play B flat from the 3rd string, 3rd fret. Here's the root B flat. It's a whole step to C. It's a whole step to the 3rd D. Now it's a half step to the 4th degree of the scale. I can't use an E natural here. I need to use an E flat. Now it's a whole step to F. It's a whole step to G. It's a whole step to A. And a half step to the B flat. Therefore, my key of B flat has added one flat. We originally had the B already flat, and we added an E flat. Now let's move on to E flat to continue to establish our pattern for flats around the circle of fourths. I came from the key of B flat. A fourth away from B flat is E flat. Now I'll play the E flat scale. So here's the root E flat, a whole step to the 2nd F, a whole step to the 3rd G, a half step to the 4th, which is A flat. So that's my new flat. Now we have a whole step to the 5, that's B flat. Now we have a whole step to the 6, that's C. Now we have a whole step to the 7, that's D. And now we're back at the octave E flat. Notice that every time we've spelled one of our major scales along the circle of fourth side of the wheel, that we've added a flat on the 4th degree. So the secret to spelling flat keys is every time you move a fourth, you add a flat, and the flat that it's added is on the fourth degree of the scale. So when we were in F, we added a B flat. B flat is the fourth of F. When we were in B flat, we added E flat. E flat is the fourth of B flat. When we were in E flat, we added A flat. A flat is the fourth of E flat. And the cycle or the pattern continues until all notes are flat. Again, the maximum number of flats you can have in a scale is 7 because there are only 7 notes in a major scale. Now let's work on visualizing the circle of fourths on the guitar. First, you need to memorize this pattern. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat. These letters are all a fourth apart. Every time we move a fourth, we add one flat to our key signature. C has no flats or sharps. But when we go to the key of F, we will add one flat. The key of B flat, we will have 2 flats. The key of E flat has 3 flats. A flat has 4 flats. D flat has 5 flats. G flat has 6 flats. And C flat has 7 flats. 7 flats is the maximum number of flats that we can have because we only have 7 letters in our major scale. Now, the question is, which flat to add? And we've already kind of addressed that. Every time we move a fourth, we add a flat that is a fourth away. So let's see if we can decide for that. When I'm in C, I don't need to add a flat because my fourth away from C is F, and F is natural. But when I move to the key of F, I need to add one flat. The flat occurs on the fourth degree of the scale. The note that's a fourth away is B flat. Now, you could find B flat just moving up a fourth like you're used to, like this, but you can also go like this. There's B flat in that pattern that we were just playing. And you must call it a B flat. You cannot call it an A sharp. First of all, because when you move around the circle of fourths, you don't use sharps. And secondly, it must be spelled as a fourth, meaning the fourth letter from F. F is 1, G is 2, A is 3. That means some kind of B must be 4. So 4 letters away, that would be B, so B flat. So in the key of F, we have a B flat, just one flat. Now when we move to the key of B flat, we have 2 flats. So we keep the B flat and we add the flat a fourth away, that's E flat. When we go to the key of E flat, we keep B flat and E flat and we add the flat a fourth away, that's A flat. When we go to the key of A flat, we keep B flat, E flat, and A flat, and we add the fourth away, which is D flat. When we're in the key of D flat, we keep B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and we add G flat. When we're in the key of G flat, we keep B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and we add C flat. When we're in the key of C flat, all notes are flat, and so the flat we would add would be this note, which is a fourth away, or if you want to visualize a fourth like that. Most of you would call that E, but it's not spelled as an E. It's spelled as an F flat. Remember, all the letters are flat. So the only letter that wasn't flat is F. So now F will be flat in the key of C flat. That's it for part 3 of key signature spelling and the circle of fifths. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.